Hey everybody, in this video I'm talking about 16 tips for encouraging your kids' good financial habits. If you don't know, I'm Matthew Jackson with 401k Maneuver, and we provide online professional account management for your 401k with the goal of supercharging its account performance. So stop leaving money on the table each and every year in the form of lost returns. Let us help you. If you're new here, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and the links to everything that I mentioned in this video you can find in the description box below. So let's jump right in. We as parents should be intentional about teaching our kids good financial habits, because if they don't, no one else is going to. According to Next Gen Personal Finance, a high school personal finance curriculum company, only 16.4% of U.S. high school students are required to take a personal financial course. What? And Nitro, a student loan educational website, recently reported 84% of respondents agreed that high school didn't prepare them enough to handle their money. Based on the data, most kids won't take a class on good financial habits except for those whose parents are teaching them, whether or not they're aware of it. Now, Beth Kobliner, a finance author who specializes in money lessons for kids, says parents are the #1 influence on their children's financial behavior. So it's up to us to raise a generation of mindful consumers, investors, savers, and givers, end quote. Now, the following list of tips is designed to help you be more intentional about modeling and encouraging good financial habits for your kids. First, watch your spending. Kids learn a lot from watching their parents' behavior, and that includes your spending habits. If kids see a mom who shops till she drops, they learn that money is limitless. And if kids see a dad who saves up months for a new video game system, they learn to take their time with big purchases. Now, if kids have a parent who always say yes when they want something at the store, they learn their parents will always pay their way. Second, make kids work for it. Giving kids an allowance, listen, it's a fantastic way to teach good financial habits. It is a great tool for teaching them how to budget, spend, and save on their own. However, a true allowance only works if they've been given the opportunity to actually earn the money. If they're simply given the money, they won't connect the dots between work and a paycheck. Does that make sense? When they're young, pay them for chores around the house. When they're teenagers, encourage them to find work outside the home. Third, let kids watch you shop. The next time you go grocery shopping, take the kids with you. Talk to them about the cost of the items that you're buying. Show them the coupon app on your phone and explain how it works. Point out the difference in cost between name brand foods and generic brands. Fourth, explain financial decisions. While we as parents should use discretion and avoid telling kids more than they're ready to hear, it is generally wise to explain financial decisions to your children. For example, you can say something as simple as, I buy the generic brand of cereal because it saves us money and tastes the same. Or, I pack my lunch because it costs less than eating out every day. However, as the kids get older, they can have more honest discussions about important financial decisions, such as the financial decisions they made that they may regret, like buying a new car. Similarly, parents may choose to explain that there are fewer Christmas presents under the tree because they felt that it was a better financial decision to use the money to go on a family vacation. Now, kids are going to learn from these honest and open explanations. Don't be afraid to explore them. Fifth, research costs. Kids need to learn to research their costs. When they want something, we all know it, they want it when? Right now. Now, retailers know this, which is why they put the things that the kids want right by the cash register. Instead, teach your kids the value of just waiting and researching costs. Learning to pause and shop around for the best deal is a good financial habit. And in the future, they will be shopping for cars and homes, and this habit will help them make much wiser choices. Sixth, show your receipts. Kids need to know how things add up. It's one thing to point out the cost of one item, but it's completely different to see that one item affects the total. After getting the fast food order, pass your kids the receipt and point out how quickly the cheap food adds up. Just as importantly, looking over your receipt for errors is a good financial habit you should practice throughout your life. Next, explain opportunity cost. Kittle explains opportunity cost is the value of the next best thing you give up whenever you make a decision. Learning to weigh the opportunity cost is a good financial habit that we should all practice. Learning that one spending yes means another spending no. That's a really hard concept, but it needs to be taught. Point out that if your kid spends all of their birthday money on candy, they're probably not going to have any money next weekend when their friends want to go to the movies. Next, teach your kids to save money. Start teaching kids to save their money when they are young. Give them a piggy bank. Write down a savings goal. Include what they are saving money for and how much money they need. Keep track of how much they are saving, and as they get older, open up a savings account. Encourage your kids to always take a percentage of their money that they earn or that they're given and put it into their savings. Hey, if you're still watching, do us a favor and hit that subscribe button and hit the little bell on the right to receive notifications of our next freshly posted content. Number 9, provide opportunities to give. Giving teaches kids empathy, compassion, and gratitude. It also helps them to confront feelings of entitlement. If your family gives regularly, encourage your kids to do the same. When they earn money, have them set aside a percentage to give to charity as well. Number 10, introduce kids to investing. Studies show 66% of those people aged 18 to 29 and 65% of those aged 30 to 39 say investing in the stock market is scary and intimidating. Help your kids avoid stock market intimidation by introducing them to investing when they're younger. Simply taking the time to teach kids about investing takes away some of the fear and encourages them to make a habit of investing. Next, talk to kids about online shopping. In-app purchases and in-game purchases get kids into a lot of trouble. There seems to be a disconnect between purchases like these and purchases in real stores. According to Statista, an estimated 8.2% of parents stated that their children spent more than $100 on an in-app purchase in mobile games each month. And over 40% of parents stated that their children made an in-app purchase in mobile games without their knowledge. Kids need to understand that these purchases work the same way as purchases in an actual store. Show them that when they make an app purchase, it charges your credit card, which then has to be paid back. And remind them that even the seemingly small purchases, they add up. Number 12, have them watch you pay your bills. The next time you sit down to pay your bills, have your kids sit with you. Think for a minute about the impact of showing your 10-year-old how to pay a trash bill. Most kids probably have no idea you have to pay a company to collect your trash. Kids need to understand that we pay for basic utilities and we need to show them how we pay for these things. Seeing their parents practice good financial habits, such as paying their bills on time, may be totally boring, but it's completely worthwhile. Lucky number 13, get them a kid-friendly debit card. There are several different debit cards available today that are designed just for kids, such as the Greenlight debit card. The Greenlight debit card is connected to parents' bank accounts. Parents can then set up allowance funds to be transferred to their child's debit card. The debit card automatically deposits the funds into savings, giving, and spending according to the percentages set by parents. Kids use an app to see how much money they have in their account and on their debit card. And parents receive notifications for the cost and place of the things that they bought. Number 14, avoid impulse buys. Learn to say no to impulse buys and don't give in to your kids' impulse shopping requests. Practice self-control and explain why self-control is a good financial habit to your children. Number 15, Help kids find contentment and avoid comparisons. Don't try to keep up with the Joneses. If you live your life this way, you're instilling the same habits in your children. Instead, help your kids find contentment with what they already have instead of constantly being on a quest for more, more, more. When kids start making comparisons based on social media, rein it in. Point out that we don't really know what the other people's bank accounts look like or what financial decisions that they've made to get there. Number 16, praise good financial habits. Last but not least, go out of your way to praise your kids when they demonstrate good financial habits. Brag on your children for earning their own money or saving up for that big purchase. That's it for today. Give yourself a pat on the back if you made it all the way to the end. And as you know, we regularly post videos with financial information and updates. Be sure to check back with our channel soon. Have a great day, everybody.